Okay, guys, we're going to finish up accuracy in measurements. We're going to look at modeling real life. So let's look at a word problem here. All right, so example 3. The surface of a city playground is being covered with rubber mulch, which is shredded rubber made from recycled tires. A city worker measures the dimensions of the playground as shown. The recommended depth of mulch is 6 inches. All right, so we know that we're going to have 6 inches deep. All right, A part says estimate the volume of mulch needed to cover the surface. And B part says a 1-ton bag of mulch contains about 3 cubic yards of mulch. How many bags of mulch are needed to cover the surface of the playground? All right, so let's look at one thing first. A part says estimate the volume of mulch needed. All right, so volume. We know that volume is going to be length times width times height. You can see here on the playground that we are given the length and we are given the width. And here it says the depth needs to be 6 inches. So we can substitute these values in. So the length is 66.75 feet. The width is 40.5 feet. And the depth says 6 inches. So since both of these measurements are in feet, we need this one to be in feet as well. So you know that 12 inches is 1 foot. So 6 out of 12 is a half a foot. So a half a foot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and type this in. So we got 66.75 times 40.5 times 1/2. 1/2 is the same as 0.5. So you could put in 1/2 or 0.5. So 1,351.6875. So we don't have to have it that exact here. These are in a tenth. This one is 100th of a place, and 0.5, 1/2 would be 0.5. That would be in a tenth. So we would have to round this at least to a tenth of a place, but we might as well go ahead and round it to a whole number because we're talking about volume of mulch. And since this is a large number, it's okay to round it to a whole number. So let's round this to 1351 or even 1350 would be fine. So the volume is about 1350 cubic feet. All right, now that is, it says estimate the volume of mulch needed. So we did, since we rounded that, that is about 1,350 cubic feet. That is an estimate. All right, now we're going to move on to part B. It says a 1-ton bag of mulch contains about 3 cubic yards of mulch. How many bags of mulch are needed to cover the surface of the playground? All right, so we know that we have about 1,350 cubic feet to cover. Each bag covers 3 cubic yards. Okay, so this is in feet, this is in yards, so we're going to have to do a conversion again. Okay, so let's start with, we know that we have 3 yards cubed. Okay, 3 cubic yards is how much one bag contains. And we know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So let's do 3 feet over 1 yard. And we're doing cubic feet, so it's going to be cubed. All right, so that's going to equal 3 yards cubed times, And 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27 feet cubed. And then 1 cubed is just 1, so it's just over yard cubed. All right, so that's going to cancel out our yards cubed. And that's going to leave us with 3. And 3's here because 3 cubic yards is how much 1 bag of mulch covers. And we know that 27 is how much is in 1 yard. 27 feet is in 1 cubic yard. So we're going to do 3 times 27. And 3 times 27, I believe, is 81. Let's see, 27 times 3. All right, so that is 81. All right, so that's going to be 81 feet cubed. All right, so what does that tell us? 1 ton bag of mulch contains 3 cubic yards of mulch, or 81 feet cubed. How many bags of mulch are needed to cover the surface of the playground? All right, so we figured out how much 1 bag of mulch covers in feet. 1 bag of mulch in feet covers 81 feet cubed. Now we need to know how many bags of mulch are needed to cover the surface of the playground. And we know the volume needed is 1350. So we're going to do 1350 divided by 81 to figure out how many bags of mulch we need. So 1350 divided by 81 is going to give us 16.67. So if we round this to 16, we're going to be 2/3 of a bag short. So we're going to have to round this up so that we have enough mulch to cover all of this playground at least 6 inches deep. So if we round this up to a whole number, because you can't buy a part of a bag of mulch, you're going to need 17 bags of mulch. So this is A part. And B part is 17 bags of mulch. All right, at the bottom it says another worker measures the dimensions of the playground in meters. Does it change the amount of mulch needed? All right, so they're using a different measurement, but it's still going to be the same thing. You can convert meters to, or feet to meters, or back and forth. You don't have to. If another worker measures it in a different measurement, then that would be fine. It would still be the same amount of mulch. They would still, once they did their calculations, should come up with needing 17 bags of mulch as well.